Welcome back to RS Components and our video series showing you a selection of products from our Legionella temperature monitoring range. In this video we're going to take a look at the second generation of remote temperature monitoring points. This model is 2195354 and has a hardwired 1 meter fine wire probe. As with all the wall ports in the family, the body measures just 52mm squared and is 24mm deep. It's made from durable ABS plastic and can be mounted up to 20 meters away from the point being tested with no loss of accuracy. Let's take a closer look. In your package you'll also receive one of these little caps. I'm going to pop that to one side for just a moment, but I will come back to it. I've already removed the front screws and gently pulled the two halves apart. The rear plate has two screw holes for wall mounting and a central hole that the fine wire has been fed through. Your wall port with 1 meter wire will be dispatched to you with the integral wire in this position, but that's not the only wire placement option available to you. If you're installing the wire directly through the wall or into a cavity, then the central placement is probably the most suitable. If not, the side placement option is easy to achieve. Simply uncoil the wire and pull it back through the central hole. This will completely separate the rear and front plates. Okay, so you've trailed the fine wire through the wall or cavity or hidden it on the surface of the wall in trunking. So now we need to adhere the fine wire to the test point. This can be easily done with either adhesive tape or our thermocouple attachment pads. We would also recommend that you cover the test point with insulation to ensure an accurate reading. Now only a few more things left to do, the first being mounting the rear plate. It's important at this stage for both placement options that you ensure when you're mounting the rear plate that this little dip is on the left in order for the front plate to fit properly. If your placement option was the central hole, you can now screw the front plate in place, and this is where the little cap comes into play. If you choose to, simply push this into the side hole. Popping this in just lessens dust ingress and makes it look a bit neater. For side placement, we need to take the front plate, guide the wire into the dip, then screw the plate in place. Last but by no means least is test point identification. The front panel has a recessed area where you can place a label. We've printed one that includes a barcode for paperless reading with a barcode thermometer. We'll take a closer look at our option in another video in this series. But if you're manually recording your readings, a location code such as tap 1 or first floor gen sink is a good idea. So now we're installed and almost ready to take a reading. As part of your Legionella temperature monitoring kit, you will no doubt already have a thermometer, but in order to take a reading via the wall port, you'll also need a connection cable. Now, only one of these inexpensive cables is required per thermometer. Now we are ready, but instead of either having to crawl into a cupboard, climb a ladder, or cordon off a high traffic area to take a reading, we can now simply walk up to the wall port, plug one end of the cable into the wall port, then the other into your thermometer, wait for the display to settle and note your reading. That is it. This test took less than 16 seconds and I'm sure you'll agree, a time saver. For ease of reference, the following is a compilation of the products and their RS part numbers that we have featured in this video. I hope that this has been helpful. Once again, thank you for watching and hope to see you soon.